Hello there, it's Francis here from Generational Wealth Academy. Now on today's video, I am going to be showing you how to work out or calculate your position size or your lot size using a tool which is found freely on the internet. And by that, I am referring to MyFXBook. You can see it here at the top left-hand corner. The website is called MyFXBook, and you can simply Google it. If ever you forget the web address, that's the web address there. But if ever you forget it, you can just type in MyFXBook, and it would bring up the link for it. Now, once you are here on the home page, what you want to do is come down here to the button or tab where it says Home, and you'll find a drop-down menu. You then want to click on Forex Calculators. Forex Calculators, and basically it will bring up another page for you, which you can where you can then enter or rather click on Position Size Calculator. Now, in your own time, you can make use of other links there, but this is basically what we are looking at today, the position size. Click on it, and it should bring you even to this page. Now, this is basically where you are going to be, inputting all your data. And obviously, by the time you click on the button which says calculate, it works it out for you. Now, let me just zoom in. Because it might not be very clear, so I will just zoom in. Okay, so basically that is what you would find. So what I'm going to do now is basically just, as it were, begin to input the data. You can see here it talks about the currency. You choose the currency, account currency. If your account currency with the broker is in dollars or in pounds, you choose that. Your account size, if it's 5,000, 10,000 or whatever it is, you choose that. Then your risk ratio, if you're wanting to trade 1% of your account per trade or 2% of your account per trade, you will enter that. Now, a lot of people might think 1% of their account per trade would mean that they take ages to grow their account. Well, you can then decide to go with 2% of the account. Here is the column for the where you would enter the stop loss you're going to be using. If it's 50, 35, 70, 150, you put it there. Then you choose obviously the currency pair you're going to be using or trading. You put it there. Then once you click on the calculate button, that should bring up your lot size for you. So we're now basically just going to work it out and see what happens. Now, because I live in the UK, I am going to be going with pound. So you click on pound there. Okay, the account size, let's just go with 5,000 pounds. The risk ratio, let's go with 2% of our account per trade. I'm going to be zooming in later on so you can see what I've actually typed in there. Then let's go with a 50 pip stop loss. Let's say we are trading the cable that is pound USD, otherwise known as the cable. Let's look for it. I know it's there somewhere. There we go. So we've chosen the cable. So once you click on the calculate button, it's going to work out the figure for you here at the bottom. Well, it's going to work out how much you're going to be risking or gaining, as well as what your lot size is going to be. So let's click on this button which says calculate. And there we have it. It shows us. There we have it. It shows us the lot size we will need to use. Let me just zoom in now. Okay, so you can see it shows us the lot size, which is 0.249. Now, not every broker would allow that. Not every broker would allow that. Some would basically, allow you, type in or choose 0.24 or 0.2 as the case may be. But, however, you would have to go with what your broker allows. Let me zoom out now and, show you other parts of the page. Okay. Let's do that again. Okay, so you can see the information I've typed in. The account size 5,000, the risk ratio 2%. But obviously you can also choose to switch to money. Instead of using the percentage value, you could decide to choose how much you want to risk per trade. But then there is the stop loss. Whatever stop loss you want to go with, then that is the currency pair you are trading. And this is the calculate button you clicked on. And even as you can see here, it says £100. Let's just zoom out. Yeah, even as you can see here, it says £100, which basically is how much you're going to be risking or gaining. Now, this is assuming you have a one-to-one risk ratio or a risk reward of 1-to-1, which means for every £100 you would potentially lose, you would also potentially gain £100. Now sometimes you might go with that in trading. Other times, you'll be advised most of the time by professionals, go for a risk reward that is better than 1-to-1. Go for a risk reward that is, say, 1-to-2, which means for every £1 or £100 you are, let's go with £1. For every £1 you are risking, you will be gaining 2. You'll be gaining twice that amount. Or if it's £100 as it is here, for every £100 you're going to be risking or risking to lose, you'll be gaining 200. So that at the end of the day, even if you win 50% of your trades, say you take 10 trades for instance and you win only 5 of them, you would end up on top financially. You will end up in profit overall. Why? Because for all the 5 trades you won, you got twice as much for your money, as it were. So it tells you how much you'll be risking and how much you possibly will gain, and then it also tells you how much you are going to be, what your lot size is going to be. Now let's do something else. Let's do something differently. As I told you a while ago that you could either use the what's it called now? You could either use the percentage ratio or risk reward, or you could switch to money. So what we're going to do now, as opposed to risking 2% of your account, you say, oh, for every trade I risk 2%. You could decide to risk or figure out how much you want to risk per trade. People work differently, so it's definitely understandable. So let's go for that. So if the money is what you want to use, you basically click on this button which says switch to money. You click on this button which says switch to money. So let's click on that. We click on that, and then let me zoom in again so you could see that. So you can see it has said, it basically shows you £100. So if you want to risk £100, that's what you will type in there. Anyhow, that's it for today's video. I would say, if you have any more questions, feel free to join us on the Telegram group. Join my Telegram group, where you have a community of traders where, we share ideas and, questions are asked and answered. And I obviously, do put out, tutorial videos and, offer some form of free mentorship. But obviously, if you are interested in the paid mentorship, also feel free. The link to our Telegram group will be at the bottom of this video if you're watching on YouTube, or on other social media or anywhere else, most likely it will be at the bottom of this video. So look for that link and join us even in the Telegram group and take your Forex trading or your trading in general to a whole nother level. Okay, let's just go back to the trade I was in. Let's see how it's doing. Let's just go back to the trade if I can find it. Just 1 minute. Okay, there we go. So you can see, even at the bottom of this page, I'm currently 21 pips up on this trade. This trade is the New Zealand dollar USD. I'm currently 21 pips up. Now, if you want, to get hold of some of these resources that I have, that I could share with you freely. This one, for instance, which counts the number of pips you are in. This is plus 21, or perhaps this one that shows the market price. Let me show you another one I could share with you. All this can be found on our Telegram group. You can see here this indicator that calculates or shows the daily and weekly and monthly increase. If it's a decrease, it shows you as well. It just basically helps your trading one way or another. Anyway, feel free to contact me by joining our group Telegram channel, and you should be able to lay hold on some of these free tools. Okay, now until next time, God bless.